I'm Chef Jen. Today we're going to be making 2 sides to accompany your Thanksgiving meal. And these are upscale versions of cranberry sauce and green bean casserole. So we're going to start with the cranberry sauce first. In this bowl I just have 2 8-ounce bags of fresh cranberries. You could also use frozen, but around this time of year you're going to be able to find the fresh. So we're going to put those in our saucepan. And then to that we're going to add the zest of 1 orange. So that's going to brighten it up. You just want to use a microplane for this. And you also want to add the juice of that orange as well. So make sure you get all the juice out of there as much as you can, just because you need that liquid to break these cranberries down. Okay. And then we're also going to add a 1/2 cup of sugar, because these cranberries are naturally really tart, so you need that much sugar to sweeten it up. And then also just 1 cinnamon stick. And you're going to remove the cinnamon stick once it's cooked, but that adds a nice flavor too. So we just want to heat this up over medium heat. And really once you've got this stirred and the sugar is well incorporated, you can just let it sit. And this only takes about 15 to 20 minutes. And then I'm going to come over here and show you how to start the green bean casserole. So first I'm going to show you how to make the topping for our casserole. So you want to start by coating a baking sheet with non-stick cooking spray. I'm using the olive oil baking spray. So you want to have it nice and coated just so those onions don't stick. And then I just have 2 medium onions that I've sliced thin. So we're going to spread those out. And you do want to make sure these are in an even layer just so it gets nice and crispy. And then to that we just want to put a 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour. So just sprinkle that over. That's good. And then also 2 tablespoons of panko breadcrumbs. And these are nice because they are a little bit bigger. It adds a nice crunch. So 2 tablespoons of those. And then finally just a teaspoon of kosher salt. You want to make sure they're nicely seasoned. And this is a nice alternative too to the fried onions, a lot healthier. So we're just going to mix that up. And then I have an oven preheated at 475. And you're going to cook those for 30 minutes. Every 10 minutes I would take them out and just stir them around a little bit just to make sure that they don't burn. So after 30 minutes, this is what the onions look like. As you can see, they've gotten a nice golden brown color, slightly crispy, so that's going to add a really nice flavor to our casserole. But we'll set those aside for now. And over here I have a 12-inch cast iron skillet that I've been heating over medium-high heat. You want to make sure you get that nice and hot before you add your butter. So I have 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter that we're going to melt. So to that I'm going to add 12 ounces of baby portobello mushrooms that I've diced. And you're going to cook that for about 4 to 5 minutes until they're softened and slightly brown. And just season with salt and pepper. And to our mushrooms we're just going to add 2 cloves of garlic. So we're going to peel those and get those nicely minced. So when you add the garlic, you want to cook it for just 1 minute longer. Smells really good. And then to that, you want to add 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour, and that's going to help to thicken our sauce. So just cook that for about 30 seconds, just to get everything well coated. Then we're going to start adding our liquids. So first you want to add just 1 cup of chicken broth. Stir that around a little bit just to break up the flour. You're going to make sure you don't have any big chunks. And I'm actually going to turn this up to high just so that we can get it to a nice boil. And then we're also going to add 1 cup of half and half. You want to let this simmer for 6 to 8 minutes, just until it reduces a little bit and it gets a little bit thicker. And one last special ingredient, we want to just do a little pinch of nutmeg. I'm using the whole nutmeg just because that gives it a nice fresh flavor. So once again, use your microplane just to grate that over the top. Don't need too much, but it does add a nice flavor to cream sauces. So we'll let that simmer. So now our sauce has reduced, and we are just going to add 1 pound of fresh green beans. And I've already blanched these, which just means I've put them into boiled water for about 5 minutes. That was salted boiled water. And then just dunked them into some ice water really quick, just so they keep their nice green color. So we're going to stir those in. There we go. And I'm just going to season this again really quick with some more salt and pepper. And we're also going to add just 1/4 of those onions that we cooked before, just so that that flavor is dispersed throughout, and then the rest we're going to put on top. Looking good. Alright, and I have reduced the heat on our oven to 400 degrees. And we'll go ahead and pop this in. So we'll check that in 15 minutes and then we'll be ready to eat. So as you can see, our green bean casserole has thickened up nicely. The sauce is a perfect color, and those crispy onions on the top look nice and golden. Smells really, really good. So that one's good to go. Also over here, we have our cranberry sauce. As you can see, that got nice and thick, and it just looks a lot more professional, really tasty. And like I said, it's ready in 15 minutes. So very simple too. So everyone have a great holiday. Enjoy. So we're going to let that do its thing. And then I'm going to come over here and show you how to start the green bean casserole.
And by over here means like 1 step to the left?
1 step to the left. That's right. And then we're good. Let me move this bowl out of the way though. And then to that, I just have 12 ounces of diced portobello, baby bello, oh my god. Alright, let's start that again.